Okay, so today we'll be talking about digital marketing and all that you all have been experiencing for the past couple of days. So I'm here waiting for our people to join, testing as well to make sure that we are good to go once everyone is here. Okay, just going to be playing our song in the meantime as we wait for others to join. Okay. As an owner of Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I know how to make slick looking goggles glasses. But I have no idea how to make slick social media style stuff to sell it. Let's do this. Are you ready for a comeback? Are you ready to fly? Are you ready for the moment? Get ready to ride. Calling all the fighters, calling all survivors. Are you up all night? We can take it higher. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Can you feel the fire running through your veins? Now you're burning brighter. Don't look away. Shout out to the legends, rising from the wreckage. Count down the seconds. It's out to engage. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know we've got a long way to go. I know we've got a long road home. I know we've got a long way to go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Are you ready for a comeback? Are you ready to fly? Let's do this. Are you ready for a moment? Get ready to go. Let's do this. Are you know we're gonna do this? Are you know we're gonna do this? Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. All right. Joyce, Chris, I believe you are here. And I can see that we have 8 people. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Timmy Tokwe. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so the only way that I can know who is a part of this live is if you are using the chat box. Okay, so this is different from Google Meet where I can tell who is who based on like the screen, but here on YouTube, I don't know who is here. Okay. So if you'd like me to know that you are here on this call, right? Please use the chat box so I can call your names accordingly. Hi, hi, hi. All right. Not praise. Joyce, I know we had a plan, right? On you guys going first and talking, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to work with the structure of YouTube Live. We'll figure that out later. However, I'm just going to go ahead for today and go over everything. Welcome, welcome everyone. How are you doing? Yes, use the yes. Thank you, Joyce. So Joyce and Chris will be in the chat. They will be managing the chat. So you let me feel your energy in the chat. Even though I cannot see you, even though I don't know who is here, let me feel that energy, that Sound Life energy in the chat. Okay, let's do that. And I know I can do a Q&A session. I can start a poll, right? You guys, we're testing this out together. This is our first time using YouTube Live. It's fun. I love it. I'm seeing the chat is pumping me up. For all my subgroup leaders, for all my subgroup members, go to your different subgroups right now. Put the link in the chat. Have them come here, because right now I only have set like 15 people besides Chris and Joyce. So let everyone be here. I'm expecting to see like over 100 people on this call. Okay, 17 is quite low. So drop the link in your chat, right? Your respective chats, and encourage people to join. Okay. So over the past week, right? Over the past week, you've been studying digital marketing proper. Okay. You've gone through what digital marketing is all about. Matter of fact, you have watched every single video that you need to watch for digital marketing. So at this point, I can actually call you a digital marketer, right? Yes, because you've gone through what digital marketing is all about. You know what a digital marketing plan is. You know how to set your goals and your objectives, right? You know how to go about budgeting, right? And your resource allocation. We've talked about website basics. You understand websites and how it works, high level. Okay, high level. And then you know the different digital marketing channels, because we talked about that in module 4. Okay, and then in module 5 we discuss analytics and measurement, because the thing about digital marketing is that, and even any form of marketing, whether it is traditional marketing or it's digital marketing, you always want to track what you're doing and to see if what you are doing actually works. Okay. So you learn how to go about your analytics, you learn how to go about measurements, you learn the different metrics and dimensions and conversions. You guys even had a quiz on that. At this point, you are a digital marketer, you are a rock star. I want you to like tap yourself on the back and be like, you did it. You went through week 1 at SDST. Week 1 of 14 weeks, okay? Because we have 14 weeks, 2 weeks dedicated to each skill, and you are halfway through digital marketing. You have 1 more week to go, and digital marketing will be over. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? You did it. Yes, Favor. You did it. And you're done. For those who completed all their quizzes, right? You did it. You're here. Okay. So today, I wanted to use today to go over some of the questions, right, that you guys had over the week. I know a lot of them we were able to answer in the group chat. However, there were questions that I told you that I would like to show you in person. Okay. So the point of this feedback session is, number 1, go over those questions that you had during the week. Okay. We'll go over your questions, and the Google form that I shared with you. I'll also go over the questions from those from the feedback that you shared, the questions that you shared, and then we'll briefly just discuss encouragement and next steps and what you should watch out for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll be done. This call is not meant to pass an hour. So we are 5 minutes into the call. For those late comers, let them know that we've started, okay? Because one thing that I do not like doing is wasting people's time. And I definitely do not want to waste your data as well, okay? So we're doing this, and now is the time. All right. I have my wife here. She knows who she is. All right. Okay, she knows who she is. My wife is here. I see her. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to all firecrackers. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So the first thing that I want to do is go over Uber Suggest with you. All right. You had a preview of it. You had a preview of it as you were watching your videos, but today I want to actually let's go through it so you can see how this works. All right. Okay, so now I'm sharing my screen and you guys can see it. This is super cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, so for Uber Suggest, right? Answer the public. We said 1 to 2 words. 3 is pushing it, but you could do 3 words. But before we go to answer the public, right, I wanted to show you Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest is what we use at Some Life for all SEO related things. When it comes to keyword research, when it comes to competitor analysis, if I want to like spy on my competitors and I want to know what they're doing good at, I want to know the types of keywords that they're using that is making them rank so high on Google. This is the tool that I use, and this is the tool that we use. And upon completing SDST 2025, Some Life has an opportunity for all of you to intern with us at Some Life. So if you've seen the internship opportunity that we posted, it does not apply to you because that internship is only for content like SEO writing. The internship opportunity that we have for you guys, it's a combination of SEO, content SEO, technical SEO, and business management. These people don't get to have that. They only get to have content SEO. So don't apply for that, okay? We have the good stuff for our students at SDST. And the reason we're doing it that way is because SDST students, I know you guys, I know what you've been through. I know the rigor of the training, and I know that you're going to excel. So, because of that, we want to provide you with an added layer of opportunity, okay, beyond what we're giving the general public. So, don't apply for that. Better is coming for you. So, for Uber Suggest, right? Again, you can use it for keyword research, right? And the way keyword research works is a lengthy process that we're not going to talk about today, okay? But during the internship, we'll go about it in depth. But you could use it to test out a short tail keyword. You could use it to test out a long tail keyword. And you could even use it for keyword ideas. For example, I could come here and be like, okay, content SEO, okay? Content SEO, it's, let's say I want to write on content SEO. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm here in the US. The language for the blog post is going to be in English. So let's quickly take a look at it and see what we will get. And you could also use these keywords for social media, but for the most part, we use Uber Suggest for blog posts, like Google related content. So here I can see that content SEO, okay, the search volume is fairly okay, which is actually surprising for me because that's a huge niche, right? And then, but however, I'm looking at the cost per click, $29.13. What that should tell you and what that tells me is that this is a profitable keyword. Google typically charges you like about $1 or $2 whenever you are paying them to promote a page for you. Okay. So cost per click tells you how much Google would charge you for every click whenever Google is advertising your page for you. Okay. All right. So when you see a cost per click of $29 or anything more than $3, it tells you that that keyword is profitable. So whenever you are writing content for your business, for your brand, the brands that you're working with, whenever you're writing blog posts related to that keyword, you want to include links to your products. You want to include links to your services because the people searching for this keyword, they have the intent to buy. All right. They have a buying intent. All right. Okay. Now, paid difficulty is 2%. What that means is if you pay Google to rank this keyword for you, it's so easy to rank because it's 2% difficult. However, if you are using your search engine optimization knowledge, which you don't have much of it right now, as I mentioned, you get more of it during the internship if you apply and you're chosen. Okay. It's 58% difficult to rank. And for those who are just starting out in the SEO space, I always recommend sticking with keyword difficulty between like less than 40 if you're just starting out. And then as you grow, you could do 40 to 60. And then once you've mastered SEO, the difficulty doesn't really matter at that point. And you can see the last time it was updated, okay? But you could use this to come up with ideas. So if you're like, well, Coach Ruth said content SEO, this is 58%. I'm just getting started. It may be hard for me to rank with this keyword. So I'm going to use SEO content strategist, right? The decision to use that, you also have to check and make sure that the search intent matches. Because the thing with keyword is if the search, for example, let's take a look at it. So we're looking at content SEO, right? And you see the search intent is informational for the most part. So the people who are searching for this type of content, they just want to know what content SEO is all about. So if you now decide to go for another keyword with less difficulty, you want to make sure that the search intent is the same. Because if the search intent is different, there's going to be a mismatch in audience. Because let's say that the keyword that you eventually went for is content SEO content strategist, and the search intent for that is transactional. This is already recorded, okay? So meaning if you decide to use that keyword, the SEO content strategist, with the intent, with a transactional intent, Those who are searching for content SEO, if they happen to stumble on that content that you wrote with the SEO content strategies as your keyword, there will be a mismatch because those people, the content SEO folks, they're trying to just find information. However, you've used a keyword that is the intent is to buy, is transactional. The folks who are just trying to know are not ready to buy. So at that point, it defeats the purpose for you, and you've done all this work, you've included your products and services, and nobody is buying, is because there's a mismatch in search intent. Now, this is beyond the scope of digital marketing, but I wanted to get you a little bit excited, right? And hopefully get you excited to also apply for our internship when the time comes, because then you will really, because it's a 3-month long internship. The one that we've posted, is a 3-week long internship. See, so you actually have a long time to deep dive into SEO, and you're going to know all these things that I'm talking about in detail. Okay. Can you shed more light on paid advertising strategy? Yes, we'll talk about that. And again, if you guys can use the Google form for the questions, it's going to help us. Okay, it's going to help us a lot because there's so many comments coming in right now. Okay, so again, you could use Uber Suggest for keyword ideas, right? You could use it for keyword visualization. You could use it for traffic estimation, get content ideas, look at similar websites, right? This is where you do your competitor analysis. Put the website of those competitors that you have, put it here, and see how they're doing and what they're doing well at, and how you can incorporate their strategy into yours. Okay, that's that. Now, let's look at Answer the Public. Okay, this is what I promised that I wanted to show you in person. The Uber Suggest was just by the way. For Answer the Public, again, 1 to 2 words is your sweet spot. For those of you who always do a good job of doing your research yourself, I'm sure you figured it out. Okay. Because if you had searched for Answer the Public and you checked the platform, everything that I talked about, you would have tested it out and you would have practiced how to use it. Right. However, we're going to do that right now. The good thing with Answer the Public is it's not limited to getting ideas that you can use for blog posts. You could use it for YouTube video ideas for my YouTubers in the house. Okay. You could use it to generate ideas for your TikTok page. You could use it to generate ideas for your Instagram page. Okay. But what you want to do is number one, you need to understand what your niche is. And I know I've been getting a lot of questions about how do I niche? What do I do about that? Right. When you know your niche, using Answer the Public becomes easier. For example, our niche is search engine optimization. That's it. Like I told you guys, digital marketing is the umbrella. And then you have different aspects of digital marketing. Okay. And we have decided to focus at Some Life, not the school. There's a difference. We've decided to focus on search engine optimization. But even for search engine optimization, it's so broad that we cannot focus on everything search engine optimization. There's SEO news, there's SEO strategy, there's so many things. Then you have international SEO, you have local SEO, you have technical SEO, you have content SEO. It's a lot. So our focus at Some Life is content, technical, right? And then we also share SEO tips and tools, right? So those are our 3 main content buckets: the content aspect, the technical aspect, and then also sharing tips and tools with our audience. So whenever we need to search for, maybe we want to write a blog post and we don't know what topic to write on, we come to Answer the Public and put in one of our content buckets. So I could now put in content SEO here. I could put in technical SEO here. As I said in the videos, you could also do like 3 words, but that's the maximum. Because Answer the Public, all you're feeding it a content bucket and it's returning to you list of questions. By the time you elongate the number of words, at that point you are giving it questions, and now it doesn't know what to do anymore because its job is to give you questions. But if you are now feeding it questions, then you're not going to get the best out of it. So once you figure out what your niche is, right, then map out the different content buckets, your 3 main content buckets that you want to talk about, that you want to capture. Because even if you are in the food industry, or even if you're in the tech industry, or even if you're in the healthcare industry, right, those industries are huge. So you need to break it down into, and your content buckets are like pillars that you want to focus on. So you need to think about the pillars that you want to focus on. For those of you who you're like, well, my niche is so broad. Maybe you're in the lifestyle space, right? And lifestyle is literally every single thing about you. It is broad. So in that case, your lifestyle could now be focused on, it could be, I'm trying to think here. For lifestyle, I could decide to focus on fashion, and not just fashion, but like maybe international fashion, for example. So you're talking about different fashion styles and habits all over the world. Or maybe you want to just focus on Nigerian fashion. You see what I'm saying? So you need to break it down so it's easier for your audience to follow you. And the reason knowing your niche and understanding, getting clarity on your content buckets is critical is because you won't lose your audience in the process. They have clarity on what you're talking about. Ask anyone, what do you know about Some Life? The first thing that they're going to tell you is they do search engine optimization, SEO. That's the main thing. You want to master a niche and your content bucket, get clarity on that, be clear, let the people know you for that. If you now decide to branch out, that's okay because they already know you for those things that you are doing. You get my point? So at this point, a lot of people know Some Life for SEO. They when you ask them what do you think Ruth does? Oh, she's an SEO coach, right? They know me. Just they talk about SEO. They do SEO. If you need anything SEO, go to Some Life. That's the mindset. Right now, we also do website design. We have the digital school, right? We have other things that we do now, which are still under digital marketing and a little bit of tech. But a lot of people know us for what? For SEO. And it took years. It took years of focusing on that one thing. And right now, that's what we're focusing on. Once the SDST promotion was over, we switched to our SEO focused content, right? And I'm sure some of you probably have noticed. So you want to have a niche, you want to have a clear content bucket. Regardless if your niche is like broad, like lifestyle, which is literally everything and anything, have content buckets. Be clear on the types of things that you want to talk about. It is only a news platform that talk about everything and anything. They carry everything. They talk about everything. If you're not a news platform, there's no reason for you to be talking about everything and anything. Get clarity on what you want to talk about and focus on that thing. Let your audience know you for that thing, and then you can move on. All right. Okay. So we get that. That is out of the way. Now let me show you how to use it. So content SEO. Let's search for it and see how you use Answer the Public. Okay. The beautiful thing here is you can view this using lists, right? You can view this in tables. You can view it in the wheel format. I love to use the wheel format because I just like to see things one time. Like just show me everything I need to see. So I have 162 questions. Quick thing to know. There are some questions that you will get from Answer the Public that they are not worth writing a blog post on. Okay. And the reason I'm talking about blog posts right now is because we are under the Google section. If we're under Instagram, I won't be talking about blog posts. Okay. So there are questions that it's not worth writing a blog post, a full blog post on. They're just like frequently asked questions kind of content. So you now need to go over all the different questions and ask yourself, is this worth writing a full blog post on, or it's not worth it? Or I can just like have an FAQ section underneath one of my blog posts and address that. Second thing to note, every single question you're seeing here, they are questions that people actually want to know. They are based on studies that have been done, like studies that were carried out, okay? And they are confirmed questions that people need answers to. So whatever your question you see here, they're legit. It's been tested, it's proven, people need answers to them. Meaning if you write content on these questions, and as you are working on your project, these questions are good So for your brands, right, for your skincare brand, for your black soap brand, whatever question you get here, you could use it for your blogging strategy, for your SEO strategy. I just showed you Uber Suggest right now. You could play around with Uber Suggest and add it to your strategy for SEO with the best way you know how to. I'm not expecting anything elaborate right now because you guys don't know too much on SEO, right? But give me what you got, okay? So as we scroll down, we see, why is SEO content important? Why SEO content writing is important? Who is SEO content writer? Those questions, those are full blog post worthy. Like they're blog post worthy. Can ChatGPT write SEO content? I can talk about that all day. But my first answer to that is absolutely not, right? Okay, there's a reason why I said do not use AI for your project, okay? Okay, can ChatGPT generate SEO content? This is more of an FAQ content. I don't need to write a full blog post on this question, okay? And then you have another one, how to make content SEO friendly. That's a full blog post, all right? So here you start to get questions. And then as you scroll down, oh, let me sign in. Let me sign in. That's why we're not able to see it. Okay. Oh, is it going to make me start all over again? Looks like it. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to go back to Google Meet because I want to be able to interact with you. This is too one way. I don't like it. If you agree with going back to Google Meet, let me know because it's too one way. I love to engage with you guys. I love to talk to you. I love to hear you talk back as well. Um, okay, so as you go down, right, you start to see it breaks it down even more, and the questions are focused. Okay, now you have content writing for SEO, you have optimized content for SEO. You keep, and the more you scroll down, it becomes focused. Now you see content SEO versus technical SEO, content marketing versus SEO, and like that, like that. If you prefer to see this in a list format, you could change it to a list format. So you're not having to go through like the wheel. Okay, if that helps you with better visualization. If you want to see it in a table format, it breaks it down for you in a table format. But this is how you start to use Uber Suggest. Agree, Google Meet. Okay, okay. We're gonna put a poll out on that and see what we all agree on. Okay, okay. So hopefully that helps you, gives you a brief overview on how to use Answer the Public. Now, the best way to learn any tool is to actually use it, right? Go on Answer the Public. For the free version, you can test out 3 different searches. You have 3 free searches. Test it out, play with it, know the tool, understand how it works. I can't feed you all the information, but when you test it and you use it, right? When you use it for Google, use it for Instagram, use it for TikTok kind of content. Play with it. That's how you master the tool and you understand how to use it and you start to apply it in your strategy. Okay? How are we doing? First of all, use I think there's a love feature or something, an emoji feature. Bombard me with all the emojis. Let's see. I want to make sure that you guys are still here. Right now I have like 40 something people here. Out of 220 people, that is quite low. Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. I see you. Thank you, Oba Essentials. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So I want to check you guys' questions right now and see the questions that have been coming in so we can address those questions. Don't worry. We'll still talk about your projects because I know for some people it's still confusing. We need interactions. Yes, yes. I want to talk to my people. This is not letting me. So hopefully, if we finish early, we'll cut this off, and then I'll spend some time with you guys on Google Meet. I think I would love to do that because I want to hear from you. I want to know how your week has been, and this is not letting me. So we'll have to change our strategy there. Okay. So let me go over the questions that you have asked. Okay, so I have 4 questions here. And the first question is, if you are employed by a company or brand as a digital marketing consultant, is it your role just to draw up a plan or you will be the one implementing everything on the plan? This is such a good question. Okay. Digital marketing is a collaborative industry. So, short answer, you should not be the only one implementing the plan. Because with digital marketing, as you can see, you have SEO, you have social media, you have email marketing. Look at your projects very well. It's different moving pieces, different moving parts. Okay. So, no, it is not a one man show, it's a collaborative effort. Now, let's look at SDST, for example. SDST is a, you could call it the plan for SDST is a digital marketing plan. We had a plan. I think we had like a 20-page document just planning. Then I had the social media team take, they went on to do their part. I had the writing team, they did their part. The email marketing team, they did their part. The ads, the people who focus on advertising, we had to hire a separate agency to focus on advertising. They advertised to Ghana, to Kenya, to South Africa, to different African countries. Ruth Adeyemi, who was the brain behind the plan, could not have done all these things herself. See? So a digital marketing plan is not supposed to be implemented by one person. One person can put it together, but it's a collaborative effort. Okay? Unless you want to kill yourself, figuratively speaking, right? Then you can go ahead and try to do it yourself. But it's a lot of work for one person to do. It's a collaborative effort. And I hope that you guys are learning that and getting that. And that's why you had an individual portion for me to gauge how you can put a plan together on your own. But then there's also a team portion because, again, I want to teach you the collaborative mindset. Always have a collaborative mindset. In this tech space, digital space, it's collaborative. It's not a one-man show. Okay. So hopefully that has answered that question. Then the next question here is, good day. In today's module on content marketing strategies, how can I, as a beginner, effectively market my brand? The first way to start is the simplest way. Open a social media account. Simple, easy, right? Because when I started Some Live, the first thing I had was my Instagram. I had my blog too. But even with the blog, I had a content editor that was always working with me, and I've talked to you guys about it. So, but social media, I started sharing. So the basic, simple, put yourself out there. Start with social media. Start showing yourself. Let people know that there's someone out there and there is a brand called the Christabel brand. Okay. Right. So put yourself out there, first of all. And you could start with the simplest platform, social media. One thing that I always say is start with one platform. And I think I talked about that too in your videos. Start with one platform, master that platform, and then expand from there. Okay. I just started building my brand on social media. I don't have much followers. I've also researched some people doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to make mine better. One of the things that was highlighted is answering the audience's questions. And I know there's a feature on Instagram that helps do that on their stories. But for someone that has a small following, what advice can you give to effectively market my brand? Focus on growing that social media page first. All right. Let me give you a practical example. You know I love to do that because let's make it relatable, right? With Some Life, right? We started by focusing heavily on SEO because that's our area of expertise. So the website generated massive traffic. We were getting good revenue from there. It was the focus. People knew us for SEO. Our website was doing very well, still doing very well, right? So when we mastered SEO, over the years, my focus was like, let's master SEO. Let people know us for SEO. Look at my book. Okay. Can you guys see? Put it in the chat. If you can see my book, I'm so proud of that. This is a project, right? It was published here in the US and it has all the US rights, right? So yes, it's not just any book. Okay. I'm so proud of it. Very visible. Good. Okay. So yes, I wanted people to know us for SEO. When it comes, think websites, we can get your website to rank on the first page. We've done that over and over again. I have a book on SEO. My head is in this. Like it took me days, weeks of writing, but I have my book to show expertise in this industry. So now when it comes to SEO, Some Life is part of the conversation. Now we're like, okay, people know us, we're good on the website. Now let's focus on our social media. Okay. We started this year with 3,000 something followers. We're in March. we're close to 5,000, right? So the focus has, for me, the focus had never been on social media because I know I'm not trying to be a social media coach. That's not my focus. My focus is SEO. And I've mastered it over the years. We've mastered it over the years. Now let's focus on social media, right? So for you right now, how about you focus on your social media, grow the following of your social media page, let people know that you exist and you're online. What can you do this year? Some of the things that we've been doing is we ran ads. Our social media manager has been connecting with bigger accounts, commenting, leaving like expert thoughts and like making us known and visible. And because of that, more people are getting to see us, more people are following. And here is my analogy. If you want people to engage with your content, you should also do an excellent job of engaging with other people's content, right? So to grow that following, engage on bigger accounts that are doing similar things as you. Invest, invest, invest. Even the Bible says, like, you have to give to get, right? That's how it works, right? Even Jesus laid down his life for us to get the grace that we're enjoying today, for my Christians in the room. So if you want to get a result, you have to give something. That's how it works. So invest in the growth of that social media accounts, be it ads, be it going live, right? So people get to know who you are, be it connecting with other creators and collaborating on content together, right? So many things. And you guys are going to see, for that person who asked this question, I am hoping that you will maximize the social media management and marketing course. Kato is the best. Do you understand? He is the very best. So make sure that as you're going through social media marketing and management, every single thing you will learn, implement it. Because I'm not a social media coach, so I won't tell you, I can't tell you all the things that will help your social media grow, but we have hired the best person to teach you that. So make sure that you implement all that you learn in that class and focus on the growth of that page and then start to expand from there. Third question, since the client decides the metrics they want to measure, who puts a note to it? Oh, I put a note to it. Oh, I do. And I'll explain. Example, my client wants to measure the conversion rate. Am I to help put a note to it, or is the client that puts the no? Conversion rate of 50 persons to take action for every time I send it a mail and 200 people open it. Okay. I don't understand the last part, but I think I get the overview. Clear example. We had a client that we started working with him this week, right? And his mindset was he wanted like 1 million views on his website, and we're working with him for like a month plus. And I had to be like, I understand the enthusiasm, I get it. You want your click-through rate to be high, you want people to convert as they're coming into the website. And then I gave him all the expert advice, right? I said, it takes about, for a new website, the website just got launched in November or October. It takes about a year of consistent effort for you to see the kind of results that you want to see, right? And I explained that to him in the kindest way you could think of, right? Or as much as I could, right? Right. It takes about a year for new websites to rank on Google and for you to see the million views that you want to see. Okay, it takes X number of months and you have to consistently put out content. You need a full SEO team, those who will be focused on content, those who will be focused on local SEO, those who will be focused on technical SEO, and you are just hiring us for XYZ. So this is the results that we are able to produce just to manage your expectations. Thank you. Because if you don't manage the expectation of your client, they will think that you're not doing a good job, whereas you are doing the best possible job. The only thing is that they are not putting money into other forms of marketing. So I told him, I said, for the results that you're expecting to get, we would need a bigger budget for that. So you, as the expert, you have to learn the art of managing the expectations of your clients. And you're not coming from a cocky perspective. You're coming from the perspective of, I know this industry, this is my work, and this is the kind of results we can get for you. And here is how we can get the result that you want to get. Okay. So that way you are addressing all of their concerns while ensuring that you're not putting your business in jeopardy. You're explaining to them that you will do the best job. And this is the results that you've gotten for your clients, and you can get that for them and more. But let's manage our expectations. Okay. And for those who will be a part of the internship, right? We teach you how to have, you're going to be in our business meeting. So you get to learn how we handle business conversations. So I hope you take that opportunity when it comes. Okay. And then the final question, is it possible to start putting myself on social media when it comes to branding? And I do not want to put myself out. How possible is that? What's your suggestion for people who want to put out their growth activities but do not want to show their face? Aha. I like that question. Practical example. When I started Some Life, I was doing the social media myself. Let me tell you, I was going over. Oh, matter of fact, I should be able to share my screen. I should be. Maybe I already rearranged it. Let me see if I can show you. It was a one woman show, and the kind of content that I was putting out was not pretty. And I was going over like old content yesterday, and I was just smiling to myself, and I couldn't be more grateful. In short, put yourself out there. Because I put myself out there in the beginning and I shared my, oh my gosh, look at my website. It's ranking high. I'm getting huge traffic. It felt like just all fun and games, but I was just sharing. And then people were like, can you teach us how to grow our website too? And I was like, yes, I can. I love teaching. So let's do it. Okay. But it was just me putting myself out there, not knowing what was going to come out of it. I've had somebody told me that you cannot be a successful business owner. Well, we thank God because look at us now, right? So put yourself out there. The naysayers will come. The people, you will not even believe in yourself totally because I did not believe, I didn't even know that all the things that are happening now would happen. It was not something I planned. It happened. Why? Because I put myself out there in the place of faith in the business. I've told you about that several times. I never left the place of faith. God was always and is always and will always be at the center of everything that I do. And I always strive for excellence. I always want to be better, right? So I always put my money into things that will help me be better. And I've told you that too. We talked about that during the intro session. So yes, put yourself out there. Don't care about if it looks good or not. Nobody cares. The videos that I had 2 years ago in 2023, if you look at the quality of my videos in 2023 and you look at the quality of my videos now, night and day. But again, who cares? The times that the videos were not so great, we were getting clients, we were doing well, the business was fine. Now that the videos are better, by God's grace, we're still doing fine. You come back 2 years from now, it will be better than that. Growth. Favor just said it in the comment section. Growth. Keep growing. And it's beautiful when people can see your growth journey. For those who read my story, right, there was a time that I even sold books, right? I was selling books. It didn't work out, but here we are today. I have my book that I'm selling, right? Growth. Put yourself out there. Don't be too hung up on the minute details on, oh, does it look good? Oh my God, look at all these people. Theirs look good. Mine doesn't look as good. Hey, hyper focus on you. Hyper focus on building you. And then a few years from now, you see the difference. Okay. But start now. That's my answer to that question. Ma'am, please, you're yet to answer my question. Please, can you shed more light on paid advertising strategy? Now that I've answered all the questions that came in through the Google form, I can attend to this question. Yes. Okay, so for paid advertising, right, the way it works is you could advertise using Google Ads. You could advertise using Facebook ads. You could advertise using, I think TikTok has, but you won't find me on TikTok, at least not now, unless the social team convinces me to do that. But no, it's too ghetto. That's by the way. So you have Instagram, you have LinkedIn ads, you have all the different platform ads. But the first thing is, like I've taught you guys, where are your audience? Where are they frequenting? For us, we know that the people that we want, they're on Instagram. So whenever we're running our ads, we run it on Instagram. It's Instagram ads. If we are running ads to get clients, we're not running it on Instagram. We're using Google Ads. So the first thing is know where they are. Once you know where your audience, once you know where they are, then you can effectively run ads on those platforms. So that's number one, starting point. And then for paid advertising, honestly, I'm not the expert in that field. Like I just mentioned a few moments ago, we paid an agency to run the ads for Some Life. Okay. However, do I know a little bit about it? Yes, and I'm going to share with you. So once you figured out your audience, you know the platform that they're frequenting. And let's take Instagram ads, for example. I recommend paid advertising to supplement your search engine optimization efforts. On the Sam Life Instagram page, we have optimized it such that when people are searching for SEO coach or SEO professional or web design agencies, Sam Life will pop up. So the SEO is there. The sustainable effort is there. Search engine optimization is a sustainable way for people to always find you. So that's already in place. Paid advertising is a cherry on top of the milkshake, meaning you already have a plan that works. When you come to the Sam Life page, it's professional, it looks good. I know it looks good. Okay. The content that people are searching for is there. So when I'm paying these platforms to advertise something for me, when people are landing on the page, they are landing on the good page. So what I'm trying to say is make sure that the page that you want people to land on is solid. Then you can start to think of paid advertising. For Instagram ads, it's going to ask you who you want to advertise to. So you have to even know your audience for you to be successful using paid advertising. All right? You have to know who your audience, who they are. And once you know your audience are, as you're going through the Instagram ads, it will ask you, give me the age brackets, give me the country that you want to target, tell me their interest. If you don't know the interest of your audience, you'll be marketing to everybody, and that's how you start to have a failing paid advertising strategy. So the success of your paid advertising is highly dependent on you understanding your niche, understanding your target audience, as I've talked to you about, so you're able to target effectively. And remember, the foundation of a successful paid advertising strategy is ensuring that you already have a sustainable content and your platform is set so that when people are landing on that page, they want to stay. Going to the Google ads, right? If you're paying Google to promote any page on your website, make sure that as they are landing on your website, they are not faced with for errors, page not found. They are not faced with a page that is just loading endlessly and it's not easily presenting information quick. So make sure that the load time on your website is good. Make sure that information is presented in a clean manner. Your on-page SEO is effective. I can easily find content. You have a menu on your website, so I can easily navigate from the home page to the service page to the shop page. I hope you get my point. Bankole, am I answering the question? Okay. Can sharing life story be a niche? Oh, yes. Yes. That means your niche is you, right? Your niche is you. And you as a person, you have there's a lot of things about you. So now you now have to focus on, okay, what are my content buckets? In my life story, what part of my life story do I want to focus on specifically, right? And that's how you start to break it down into content buckets. Okay. All right. Yes, okay, I'm glad. Okay, I think all questions have been answered. Now, I wanted to talk to us about what to expect in the coming weeks. You guys have the calendar already. Okay, we've talked about, we've shared that with you guys several times. Please, can you tell us more on choosing your niche? What I'm going to do is we have a freebie on how to choose your niche in an effective way. So if you want us to share that with you, don't message me. Don't message me. I will put it in the group chat. Okay. If you want us to share that with you, let me know in the chats. If I get a couple of yeses, we'll send it out. Okay. So yeah, there's a structured way that we always share with our clients on how to nail their niche. I will share with you guys free of charge. Okay. Let me find that calendar. Okay. So for next week, right? On Monday, your individual project is due. And on Thursday, your team project is due. I created a video explaining how to go about doing a great job with your um strategy, right? With your plan. Okay. 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 I'm getting the yeses. What I wanted to do was on this call, I wanted to show you guys on unique value proposition. Yes. And honestly, in Elizabeth, in simple terms, what unique value proposition means is it means your unique selling point. What makes your business, what makes it different from other businesses? And I explained it in the video. Remember the video that I shared with you guys on YouTube explaining how to go about the individual project? I already shared it there. So please watch that again. Okay. Okay. Yes, yes. For the niche, don't worry. We'll get that to you. Okay, we'll get it to you. Um, yes, there is a. Let me see. Trying to find it. Okay. All right. Let me see there. Okay, this is going to take a long time to search for. Yeah, I didn't plan it. It was kind of impromptu, but I wanted to share for the personal assessment. Do we have to list the things like awareness, website optimization? What do you mean, Sandrine? I'm not understanding that question. Like, what things are you listing? Do we have to list the things? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. So if you can be clear on what you're asking, that would be very helpful. Um, but for your project overview, right? Just high level stuff. What I am expecting is a clear, thought out plan. Okay. A clear, thought out plan where you are explaining to me how you want to take this business to the next level in the digital space. Take, for example, right? I'm about to open your project. Mm. Okay, so Glow Essence, executive summary. Your executive summary is supposed to give me a summary of everything you've talked about. So you've decided on your 6 sections that you want to focus on, right? So let's say you want to focus on market research is important. I'll tell you that if you've not considered, it's important. So it's not one of those optional ones, right? Market research is key. Understanding your target audience is key because everything else is based off of that. Okay. Branding and unique value proposition, that is, it gives you an advantage. But if you want to add that to your 6, it's up to you. Okay. But again, market research and target audience, that is, it should, you should, there's no way you can come up with a strategy without knowing your audience. Okay. That's important. All right. So affiliate and referral marketing, that's optional. You don't have to add it, at least for starters, if you don't want to add it. Okay. But executive summary summarizes your 5 other sections. In the market research and target audience, I'm expecting you to tell me maybe 2 other brands that you've done research on that are in the same space as you. And here are the loopholes, here are their weaknesses. Then you explain your target audience, right? You let me know. And by target audience, I'm not just expecting their age or the country. No. By target audience, I mean, what are their pain points? What are the things that really, really make them want to purchase your product? Or why do they want to buy from you? For example, at Some Life, the reason people come to Some Life is their pain point is that they have gone to other SEO industries and they say they know SEO, but they really don't know SEO. So they're coming here to be like to tell us, I really hope you know what you're doing because I've been spending so much money and it's not yielding results. We understand that pain point. So we communicate to our clients by letting them know that here are the results that we've gotten. Here is the time frame. So we are very clear on how we can achieve results for them. We communicate with them like every single week. We communicate via email, we communicate in the chat. So that way they know that we're not running away. They know that we will deliver results for them and we communicate effectively. So know the pain point of your audience. That's part of understanding your target audience. I'm giving you guys too much expo. So I'm expecting that all your assignments will be stellar. Okay. And then for website and e-commerce strategy, see, the people who are going to get the very best scores are the people who, you don't have to do this, but I'm just telling you, are the people who can give me a good visual on what the website is going to look like. Okay? They will give me a good visual on what the website is going to look like. They will tell me what the proposed URL is going to be. They will tell me what the, like as I've explained before, they will tell me the pages they will have on the website. You could even go as far as giving me a prototype. You could draw it pen and paper. If you're already good with designs, you could use Canva to design it. You could do whatever. Be creative, like I said. But let me have a visual of what that's going to look like. It's like you're giving me a website that does not exist, but on paper, it looks like it exists. Okay. And for your SEO strategy and blogging strategy, I plan. So we're going to put, so it's not okay to just say, oh, we'll post 3 times a week. Okay, fine. I hear you, but that's not a plan. It's better when you say, we will post on XYZ. These are the questions that we plan to answer in our blog post. We plan to use X type of keywords, and I don't expect you to know too much about keywords. So even if you just give me a keyword that I know will not work, oh, I appreciate the fact that you even went the extra mile, right? I know people have been asking for, oh, we don't have an example to go off of. Hey, if you're in school and they give you an assignment, what do? You go on Google to search for what the digital marketing plan looks like. Okay? I didn't want to tell you guys that, but that's what you do. An excellent student, you want to go above and beyond. So you're going online. Give me an example of a digital marketing plan. Now you know what it's supposed to look like. Then you ask yourself, does mine look like this? Okay. That's how you start to separate yourself from the crowd. But I already gave you guys this expo now. So now what I'm now looking at is too much. Exactly. The 2024 cohorts did not get this much detail from me. And let me tell you, their plan was good. Okay. So now I've said a lot. Okay. I'm not saying anything anymore. Monday, your individual project is due. Thursday, your team project is due. There won't be any extensions, right? You've known of these things since Monday, this week, right? So you have time. Remember, the minimum number of words is 1,000. Who is counting? Ruth is counting. If it's less than 1,000 words, I will not look at it. Okay. There's one submission that came in so far. It felt like the person just gave me back my questions, like, Ruth, here is your question. Do with it what you will, right? And I'm like, okay, I see it, but I don't see it. Okay, so that to me, if you know yourself, is if you submitted something that does not sound like all the things that I'm saying, okay, I will not grade it. And if you tell me, oh, Ruth, I submitted, I will look at you, you'll be looking at me. Because to me, that's not a submission. That is substandard work. Okay. Because we've put in so much work for you to be the best version of yourself. Do yourself the favor by putting in the work. Okay. You can use Google Docs if you want. However, do not submit a Google Doc link. Download the file, upload the downloaded version. All right. So whether you're using Google Doc or Google or Microsoft Word or PDF or PowerPoint slides or Google Slides, it does not matter. Download the work, upload the downloaded version to the drive. Okay. So because we've had the issue in the past where people will upload like a Google document and they won't even share the link. You're submitting an assignment, but you're not even giving the person who will grade the assignment access to look at the assignment. All right. So please download it, then upload the downloaded version. All right. It is also growth coach. Should our strategies be itemized? What do you mean? Like, do you mean branding and unique value proposition? Here are the things that you have under it. Social media and content marketing strategy. Here are the things. Yeah, you should do that. That's how you arrange things and you make your work look nice and presentable. So yes, let me know the 6 sections that you've decided to focus on. If that's what you're asking, absolutely. Itemize the 6. You see, I hope you guys have noticed something as you're working with me here. The documents that I share with you guys, they are very organized. Oh my gosh, you don't do this, all right? You may write nonsense, but if your organization is just superb, I absolutely appreciate you. But I know that for someone who is so organized, there's no way you will give me nonsense, right? So make sure that organization is top notch. Organize your documents, let it be clean. You guys, I use color coding sometimes to lay emphasis for you guys to make things easier for you to assess. Organization is key. If you want to win my heart, I'm giving you another expo again. Make sure that your organization is top notch. Please share with us. Thank you, Coach. Yes, it will be shared. Is it possible we work on all of the plans? Oh, yes. Oh, that person is asking that question is about to get 10 out of 10, 100%. Please do everything if you want to, but I'm only grading on the 6 best sections. So if you do everything, it's for your own good. Okay? Because it will mean that you are growing yourself in every area. All right. But I'm only going to grade everyone just so we're on the same level based on 6 sections. I know, right? It's not an assignment anymore, but it's okay. I can understand the dilemma. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see what else Joyce has here on my calendar. Closing remarks. You have done an amazing job this week. I am so proud of you. I mean, we had 90 something percent submission for assessment one, right? Excellent job. My goal is to get 100% submission, but I know some of our students, they're currently writing exams and they have informed me of that. So I get it. Okay. For my Australian dollar and Canadian dollar subgroup, you guys are winning right now, but best believe it, all the other subgroups, they are watching you like a hawk. Don't be too carried away and don't be too excited. They're coming for you. Don't think that you got them. Oh, best believe it. You guys may have submitted all your assessments, but like I said before, if the CD group, if maybe 14 or 15 submitted, right? Aggregate, and all 14 or 15 got 10 out of 10 on all 3 assessments, they will push you guys down the hierarchy and they will be the best subgroup. Do you get? So it's not enough to just submit. It's even more important to get the best grades. All right. So that's one. Now, if I have a subgroup, let's say Euro, for example, Euro, they're not doing so great right now. If only 10 aggregates, 10 of them submitted in total, all assessment, and for their team project, right? Because I'm also adding the individual portion and the team portion. The individual project, all of them submitted, and the team project, they were now the overall best for their team project. You'll be surprised that they will become the second best, even though not all of them submitted the assessment. So all I'm saying is don't be too carried away, sit tight. Okay? Because the overall best subgroup is based on the assessment and the individual project and the team project, all summed up. So it's another week coming up. Tomorrow is a rest day. Okay? Very clear on your calendar. Rewind, refresh, rest. For you guys who still want to catch cruise, be catching the cruise in your subgroups, okay? Don't disturb everyone else. All right. Last thing, please and please engage in your subgroup. Have fun. Get to know one another. The subgroups are there not just, oh, let's do assessment. Oh, let's meet for team projects. That's priority. But I hope you're also getting to connect with one another on a deeper level. Don't let it be surface level. Okay. Engage, get to know one another. The Canadian dollar subgroup and Australian dollar, those people are so close. Like they're so close, they're sharing pictures, they know each other's business, they talk like they're friends, they speak pidgin to one another, the Ghanaians, the Kenyans, everybody. It feels like one big family. So just get to know your friends, colleagues, right? You have aunties and uncles in the groups as well. So we're not just young people, we have older people too. And they have a wealth of wisdom to share. So connect, engage, and get to know your colleagues. Okay. Um, all right. Yes, remind them of the importance of applying what you have learned. I hope you already know that now. I've talked about implementation, implementation, implementation. And I also want to appreciate you guys for your feedback on the group. You've been amazing, letting me know how digital marketing is going so far. That honestly makes me happy as a coach. All right. But what's going to make me happier is to see your individual project and the work that you have put into it. All right. Make sure that you're encouraging all your subgroup members to submit on time. I know it's 200 and something people, but I will sit down and grade every single one with the same level of attention by the grace of God. If you have questions, do well to reach out to Chris or Joyce. Starting next week, if you reach out to me on a question that I know Chris and Joyce can respond to, I most likely will not respond to it because you already know who to talk to, okay? They are there for a reason. There are some people, oh my goodness, there are some people who they come into my chats to pray for me, to check on me, to know how I'm doing. For those people, I appreciate you. Hey, I'm not saying everybody should do it because if everyone is doing it, my chat will blow up. Okay. But I'm just saying out loud, I appreciate those people. I appreciate kindness and thoughtful people. So thank you for doing that. But if you have any questions, go to Chris, go to Joyce. All right. Thank you for your time. 1 minute over. I do not want to hold you any longer. So have a wonderful rest of your week. I will think about sharing the Google Meeting link so we can get to chit chat. But officially, we are done for today. Thank you all. Let me see. Is it possible to work on all of? Okay, I've answered that. Please, how do we title our work? You said something about that before. I didn't get to hear much. They should reach out to. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. There are some people also who have been reaching out. They'll reach out to Joyce and reach out to Chris and reach out to me. And it's the same question you're asking. And then you also reach out to us via email. Please and please be patient. Message one person. And if it's Chris that you're sending a text to, it's Chris. He will answer you. Be patient. Okay. Thank you. Please don't bombard us with the same questions at like different people, one question. All right. Please, let's be efficient with how we're working. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday and we'll keep in touch. All right. Bye for now.